Saturday night, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inducted its 39th class. Our music reporter Riley Underwood is here to break it all down. Riley, who are some of this year's inductees?
Well, this year's inductees, Belle, were Cher, Mary J. Blige, the Dave Matthews Band, Foreigner, Ozzy Osbourne, Peter Frampton, Kool and the Gang, and A Tribe Called Quest. Those were for the performer categories. And Cher, she's been waiting for this for a long time. She's one of only 2 artists to have #1 hits in 7 different decades, from the 1960s to the 2020s. The Rolling Stones, the only other band to do that.
Wow, I mean, Cher is phenomenal. She's one of my favorites, but I wouldn't necessarily classify her music as rock and roll. So what are the criteria to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
So to become eligible, it has to be 25 years after the release of your first record. And also you have to, according to their criteria, make a substantial impact on the future of rock and roll and the culture of rock and roll. But some of these aren't rock and roll. So basically, it's just, are you a good musician? Have you put out some good songs? And next year will be the first year that artists that released their first album in 2000 will be eligible. So, for example,
crazy.
Justin Bieber, just to give you some context, not next
Wow.
year. Justin Bieber and Drake, they're 2034, but next year it's going to be, the biggest names are going to be Linkin Park, the Gorillaz.
Wow.
I wouldn't say we're going to see them inducted next year, but
Right.
there's a lot of...
But they could.
They could.
They definitely could. But you also, we were talking a little bit earlier, you mentioned that there's some tie to Syracuse this year?
Yeah, there is. Suzanne DePass, and she's not a performer. She was the only record executive that was inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this year. And she actually discovered the Jackson 5 the year that she
Wow.
graduated from Syracuse University in 1968. She also signed the Commodores. Of course, Lionel Richie, a part of that group, Rick James, Tina Marie, and the Bars. She was the president of Motown Records from 1981 to 1992. And another upstate connection, Foreigner's Lou Gramm, from here in Rochester, not here in Rochester, but he's from Rochester. So a lot of upstate New York connections in this one. But Suzanne DePass, really cool stuff, discovering Michael
awesome.
Jackson for the world the year that she graduated. She was a senior.
That's pretty impressive. Thank you so much, Riley.